Stage 8. Installing the circulation fittings and optional underwater light. A skimmer will be supplied to enable surface debris to be removed and filter the pool water. Simply locate the extension throat into the pre-cut opening and fix with the nuts and bolts provided. The skimmer is supplied in two parts, the extension throat and the skimmer body. A stop plug is glued to the underside of the skimmer body to blank off either the metric or imperial plumbing connection. Using liberal amounts of glue, join the skimmer body to the extension throat. Two inlet fittings will be supplied. One is a high inlet and the other a low inlet. To install the inlet fittings, simply insert a fitting into the pre-cut hole and apply the back nut. These inlets distribute the cleaned, filtered pool water back into the pool. Tighten the back nut by a quarter turn using a pair of large grips. An underwater light, if purchased, should now also be installed at this stage. The light housing is inserted into the pre-cut hole and attached using 4 locating screws to the white backing ring that will have already been fitted for you. A conduit that receives the electric cable from the light unit is connected to the back of the light housing using a silicon sealant. An electric junction box, called a deck box, is connected to the conduit. Again, apply a silicon sealant. Next, remove the light unit from the light housing. You will see that a quantity of electric cable is wrapped around the light. It's most important that you do not shorten this, as it will enable you to retrieve the light when the pool is full of water to change the bulb in the future. The cable is threaded through a waterproof gland to the deck box, leaving enough cable for a qualified electrician to connect to. Make sure that the cable gland is fully tightened. Wrap the excess cable around the light unit and reinsert back into the light housing. Now that all the pool fittings have been installed, you are ready to install the pool liner. Stage 9. Liner installation. Prior to installing your pool liner, you will need to apply the wall fitting gaskets. These will prevent water from escaping around the fittings. The gaskets will either be self-adhesive or will require a small amount of silicon sealant or tape to hold them in position. If a step unit has been supplied, remove the clamping plate. This should expose a gasket that will already have been factory fitted. Next, tape up all panel joints with the reinforced tape provided. This is to prevent any suction loss when the liner is vacuumed into position. Now, thoroughly sweep and vacuum the pool floor, making sure that all debris, sand, small stones, etc. are removed. Any debris left behind at this stage cannot be retrieved once the liner has been installed. Vacuum the aluminium coping receptor to make sure that no debris has entered the receptor channel. Now it's time to install the liner. Start by lifting and placing the liner into the middle of the pool floor. Unroll the liner towards each end of the pool. Extra pairs of hands are always helpful when installing the liner. Notice that all footwear has been removed. This ensures that no debris enters the pool area and prevents any damage or marking occurring on the liner. Also, notice how the liner is being lifted in small sections as they reposition it towards one end of the pool. It should never be dragged along the floor. Now, unfold the liner across the width of the pool until the floor area is covered. If the outdoor temperature is below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, we would recommend that you postpone the installation until warmer weather prevails. Take your time when installing the liner. A little patience at this stage ensures the installation is trouble-free. Start in one corner and insert the white beading that is attached to the liner to the aluminium coping receptor. Make sure that the bottom of the liner follows the contour of the radius corner. Continue to insert the liner along the width of the pool to the other corner. Again, check the bottom of the pool floor to make sure that the liner is following the contour of the corner. When the two corners of the liner have been installed, check to make sure that it's square and true. To help you do this, look at the pattern on the liner and see if it leans to one side, i.e. diagonally. If it does, adjust by simply pulling the liner in the opposite direction. Also, check the wall floor seam. Make sure that it's parallel with the bottom of the pool panel. Continue to insert the remaining liner material down both lengths of the pool and into the remaining corners. The liner is not tailor-made to the exact size of your pool. Therefore, you may find that when you are trying to insert the last corner, that you may be short of material. If this happens, you will need to gather more material by stretching the liner evenly along the length and width of the pool sides, until you are able to insert the liner into the remaining corner.